Welcome to Goggin Arena for Game 2 of the weekend showcase. The Cincinnati Cyclones Varsity will take on Hilliard. Cyclones came out very slow in their first game against Indian Hill and lost 6-4, a disappointing loss. Hope for some more energy in this game. Cyclones came into the weekend with only one loss against Evansville, and Indian Hill yesterday loss means today is really their best chance to win this weekend. They have two very difficult games tomorrow with Dayton, Stealth Gold, and Miami. That is the number 1 and 2 teams respectively in the state of Ohio right now. Cyclones are ranked 5th and will probably drop after yesterday's loss to Indian Hill. Sabero will be in the goal for the Cyclones.
You might be here. That's all right. We conflict with the JV team, so this is we're gonna do this here because they got a decent player, and they're gonna get
Steiger, Coates, and Brett Toth will start on offense. On defense, McKinnish and Reed Steiger. Sends down for icing. Litsky will take the face-off at center ice. Goes back to Prosser. Prosser back to Lang. Lang off the boards, but it's gloved by a Hilliard player. And another shot. And that one's in the glove of Sabera.
about 10 seconds.
Prosser will take it. Sends it up the boards. Does not get out of the zone. Sent back in by Hilliard. Prosser has it again behind the net. Dumps it back the way he came. Back to Martin. And again, the Cyclones can't get out of the zone. So Prosser airmails it down for icing. Taking the face off is Brandon Martin. Back in. To be played by Schroeder. Schroeder knocked off the puck behind the net, but it's picked up. Oh! for Spang. Toth picks it up. Sends it over to Sweeney. Going into the zone. Sweeney back to the front. Oh, Scott was there. McKinnish dumps it in. And icing is the call. Darko on the face-off. Shot into the glove of Sabera. 14-14 to go first period. Hilliard with a 1-goal lead. Nice job by Darko. Presents an opportunity for Crockett. Shoots it off net. Off the boards and out of the zone. Reed Steiger throws it back in. Buell behind the net working, trying to get it out front. Goes to the point. Reed Steiger sends it back around the horn. Save for Sabera as they try to jam it in. Lang to Steiger. Steiger up to Steiger. Back in the neutral zone it goes, and they reset, and Collin goes back in. I'll tell you, the Cyclones' forecheck looks a lot stronger in this game than it did last game, despite the fact that they're already down a goal. Hilliard looks like a better team than Indian Hill, though. Collin goes to the near corner. Cleared out by Hilliard. Another shot, another save for Sabera.
Sports desk. It's not delivery, it's sports desk.
And another one in the glove of Sabera.
Yep.
Got something going here. Fox cross. Oh, nice feed there to Galitsky, but didn't get there. Galitsky back to Fox. Gets it out front. It's blocked. Lou with a shot into the glove. Nice save there for the Hilliard keeper. Spang goes D to D. Shot from the point. Loose puck. There's some good energy for the Cyclones on that shift. 10:54 to go, first period, 1-0. Hilliard with the lead. Reed Steiger sends it to the middle. Goes off at Toth's skate there. Martin. Oh, he sent it out front. Martin got a stick on it. It's going all the way back the other way. McKinnish. Martin on the forecheck. there for Reed Steiger. Here they come, splitting the defenders, skating through. Hilliard showing absolutely no respect for the Cyclones defenseman. And now, is that Schroeder down there getting in the retaliation? No, it was Toth. Unnecessary. Steiger coming to the box as well as one Hilliard player. This should have been coincidental penalties if not for the retaliation. Cyclones gave away a power play there. Still some discussion down there with the Hilliard captains and the referees. Hilliard will have a power play, but it'll be a 5-on-4. And now Colin Steiger talking to the referee about the play. And they're sorting it out down there. Sabera came off the ice with considerable pain. Looked like he did not want to put any weight on one of his legs as he came off the ice. So Martin will go in at goalie with 10:03 to go in the first period. And the power play begins for Hilliard. There's a shot to the head, and that's a Hilliard player down from his own player's shot from the blue line. That hurt me just looking at it. 95 for Hilliard comes off onto the bench after getting hit in the head. 9:56 to go. Hit in the head with a shot that came from the blue line from his own player. A friendly fire incident there. Coates throws it down the ice. And 1:39 to go on the penalty kill for the Cyclones. Steele throws it down the ice. Save for Martin. 8:47 to go, first period. Cyclones on a penalty kill for 44 more seconds. That's out of the zone. Prosser on the far boards throws it all the way down. 20 seconds to go on the power play for Hilliard. There's a shot from the point for Lou. 8:09 to go, first period. 7 seconds left on the Hilliard power play. Crockett keeping it deep. And we're back to full strength as Spang throws one at the net. Crockett on the far boards. He's got Cooper with him. Out front, couldn't get anything on the shot. And here comes Hilliard. Hilliard, last couple times down the ice, has come down fast and hard and with absolutely no respect for the Cyclones defense. They're playing physical hockey. They're skating through people. The Cyclones really need to start getting more physical on defense. That was a problem for him last game against Indian Hill. Crockett throws it up the ice for Buell. Turned over, Hilliard. bang prevents them from coming in, and then they finally do get it in. It's going to be on goal, and Brett Toth on the forecheck. Coach sends it back in. Dumped in for Lang. Lang sends it back to Prosser. Prosser up the boards to Coates. Coates skates it in offsides. 6:20 on the clock, first period. Galitsky will take the face off in the neutral zone. Newton gets it into the zone. Reed Steiger skating forward on the far boards. Trying to get it deep. He gets it deep. Sends it back for Fox. Fox misses it. And now huge chance for Hilliard. Galitsky on the back check. He's not going to get there in time. And it's 2-0 Hilliard. 5:54 to go, second period. And Hilliard with a 2-goal lead. Cyclones have not really shown up for this game yet. They've had one or two good shifts. Other than that, they are just not matching the speed or the intensity of this Hilliard team. Blocked pass for Scott Toth. McKinnish sends it across, and the outlet pass goes to Sweeney. Sweeney can't get it into the zone. Steiger steps up. He's going to carry it in. He throws it in, and then follows it. Hilliard looks fast and physical compared to the Cyclones. It's a nice hit from McKinnish. .62 for head contact. They're going to need another player in the box. It's a 2 and 10. And the Cyclones will get a power play. 4:47 to go in the first period. Galitsky will take the face off. He's got Steiger, Coates, Colin Steiger, and looks like Spang. Yeah. Steiger sends it across for Coates. Coates takes a shot. Deflected up and out of play off the post. 4:31 to go, first period. Cleared by Hilliard. Colin Steiger back to get it. Colin hands off to Reed. Reed's pass is picked off, sent right back to him. Reed goes back to Colin on the far boards. Colin skates it in. Looking for somebody out front. Goes to Coates. Coates to Steiger. Back to the other Steiger. Shot wide of the net there by Galitsky. Reed Steiger to Colin. Cross ice. Litsky, wow. What a chance he had there. Steiger back to Coates. Coates pulls up, skates around the man, sends it to the middle, and that's, oh, nice shot over there, and a nice save again for the Hilliard keeper. Steiger to Coates. Coates whiffs on the shot, can't find the puck. Steiger on the pinch, gets it deep. Just bang, shot wide of the net again. Golitsky has on the far boards. Colin goes back to Reed at the blue line. Reed back to Colin. On the far boards, Colin skates to the middle, sends it over to Coates. Back to Colin, deep in the near corner. Sends it across. Slapped across by Reed Steiger. Coates throws it back in deep. Got Colin down there. Colin wraps it around for Golitsky. Golitsky drops a guy on the far boards. And they clear it. 2:21 to go in the first period. 2-goal lead for Hilliard. Martin will take the face-off. Fox on the shot. Oh, off the leg pad. That looked like it was going to go. Good job by Lang. Hustling back on defense. Prosser up the boards to Lou. Picked up by Martin. Newton left the puck behind the net and got hammered anyway. Shot is blocked. Martin had that block. Another save for Martin into the corner. Prosser. His pass is blocked. Around for Fox on the near boards. Fox trying to pick it off the boards. Can't get it to go. Lang knocked off the puck behind the net. Luton throws it around for Fox again. Fox takes a hit. Sent through to Lang. Lang off the boards. Hank still can't get out of the zone. Martin having some trouble. Lang steps up, makes the hit. Martin goes back to get the puck in the corner. Sends it up to Luton again. Luton finally clears it out. That's going all the way down for icing. 17.1 seconds on the clock in the first period. Cyclones should be looking to just send this down the ice. Shot saved by Martin. Beal on the forecheck. Shot wide of the net by Hilliard at the buzzer to end period 1 with the score Hilliard 2, Cyclone 0. We are ready to start period 2 with Colin Steiger, Coates, and Brett Toth. Toth carries it in, dumps it deep. It's out front, it's loose. Colin tries to finish it, it's still loose in front of the net. Big scrum. And Brett Toth threw a cross check at the end of that play. 8:19 to go, second period. till the ice cut in the second period. And Steiger's shot goes into the glove of the Hilliard keeper. This guy's played outstanding. Coates behind the net. Spinning on the backhand, got it out front, but there were Hilliard players waiting. Shot off the pads to the corner. From the point, McKinnish sends it to Coates, but it goes through. Reed Steiger sends it back and back into the middle. Collin feeds it back to the goalie out front. And there's a shot. Bounce to the corner. Brett Toth sends it behind the net for Coates, but it doesn't get there. Colin Steiger goes down, but manages to poke the puck between the legs of the defender. McKinnish back to get it. Wraps it around for Coates. Hilliard almost kept it in there, but Galitsky has it. Sends it across, and it's picked off by Hilliard. McKinnish got a stick on that shot as it spins out of play. And Luton taking the face off. A lot of shaking up in the lines going on down there. Luton comes away with it. Sends it up the boards though, and it's picked up by Hilliard again. Hilliard throws it back in. Prosser on the far side. Wraps it back around to the near side for Galitsky. Goes all the way through to Hilliard again. They throw it deep. And it's batted to the corner by Prosser. Fox sends it out for Galitsky. Galitsky's in a foot race to get there. Luton with him. Galitsky can't get it out front. He sends it around. Prosser steps up. Picked up by Luton again. That's out of the zone, so let them regroup. Back to Lang. Lang's pass goes off a defenseman. And Lou throws it back in for Martin. And Fox on the forecheck. Fox trying to get it out front. His stick was hammered out of the way. .540 to go till the break. Martin sends it around. Prosser with a nice hit. Prosser did not play physically in the last game. It's good to see him get a body on somebody this game.
Got to get it out.
Battle on the near boards. And finally sent out and into the zone. Fox comes to the bench. Martin on a slow forecheck. And it's sent back in by Schroeder. Toth has it on the far boards, and there's a whistle. Too many players, looks like. Yep, too many players on the Cyclones. There was a lot of shifting of the lines going on down there, and that caused some confusion. And Martin goes to the box. 4:32 on the clock, and that's until the break in the second period when there will be an ice cut, and then we'll come back and play the rest of the second period. So Hilliard on the power play again. Shot and a save from Martin. Tried by Hilliard out front, bouncing. Colin Steiger can't clear it. Goes off a defenseman's stick, and Colin does then eventually clear it and sends it up to Coates. Coates back to Colin. Colin can't get a stick on it. .05 to go on the power play for Hilliard.
Go, Hilliard! Come on!
Good job by Reed Steiger keeping that out of the middle. And it's sent all the way down. 35 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the Cyclones. And offsides. I believe that is the player that got hit in the head for Hilliard in the stands now. And there is another penalty on the board for number 21. We don't have a 21. So that's theirs.
I gotta get that.
It's the 2 and 10 penalty is what that is.
Somewhere.
Yeah, if it didn't, you'd be laid out. Yeah, you'd be at the ER.
Colin Steiger picks it out. Coates back to Steiger behind the net. Goes to the point. McKinnish over to Steiger. Steiger throws it to the middle for his brother. Colin got a stick on it, but did not direct it toward the net. And now 2-on-1 for Reed Steiger with Galitsky coming back. And Colin Steiger got us going the other way. Defender goes down. He's got Reed. Nice. Colin to Reed Steiger. And that was beautiful. Power play goal for the Cyclones. .2:13 to go till the cut. And all of a sudden it's a game again, 2-1. Hilliard still leads. Crosser for Fox. Fox ahead for Galitsky, too far in front of him. But Lou picks it away. Fox, I thought he was going to get a shot off there. Fox has it, goes between the legs of the defender, but then loses it. Dumped in by Hilliard. Lang plays it around for Fox. And there's a shot. That looks like a hit old Hilliard player. And he went down. Fox gets it out of the zone. That's about it. They've got to do better than that.
Come on, Hilliard!
1:30 to go till the cut. Toth trying to get it out front. And Martin tried to force it. Didn't go. Sweeney has it. He throws it out front off the pads of the goalie. Nicely played by Schroeder. Schroeder is quite a bit outsized by that player, and he still took the puck away. Shut down the play. Scott Toth in on the forecheck. There's a battle on the near boards again. seconds on the clock. Hilliard from behind the net. Yarko defending. Dumped in by Hilliard. 10 seconds on the clock. Spang has it behind his net. Sweeney in the near corner. That went off of somebody to the far side. That's going to end the period with Schroeder with a nice hit on the far boards and then a shove afterwards. No call on the retaliation or on the hit. And that'll end the period. 2-1 the score. Welcome back to the second period, the second half of the second period after the ice cut. And at this time yesterday is when all of the energy for the Cincinnati Cyclones went out of their team and they played flat the rest of the game and lost. They played most of this game flat already. The first period they looked really bad and picked it up a little bit in the first half of the second period late. And so hopefully we'll see the opposite of what we did last game. They'll come out and play better after the ice cut.
That wasn't yesterday.
Dumped in on the backhand by Yarko. Hilliard brings it out. Shot wide of the net for Hilliard. Back out front again and a pillow save for Martin. Back to the blue line. Shot from the point. Went off of somebody in front and McKinnish took somebody down in front of the net. I don't know if it doesn't appear that he's getting called for a penalty. Steiger is going to the box for a penalty. Cross-checking on Reed Steiger. And McKinnish coming to the bench. I was hoping he wasn't going to the box. 5-on-4. Power play for the Hilliard Hockey Club with 7:11 to go in the second period. I don't know. And Hilliard is just standing. Nice save by Martin. Hilliard is just posting up players right in front of the net and forcing the Cyclones to work to try to get him out of there. .6:59 to go, second period. 1:44 to go on the power play for Hilliard. Bouncing puck goes off the leg pad of Martin. And there's the goal. Power play goal for Hilliard to make it 3-1. 6:42 to go in the second. Colin Steiger facing off center ice. Poked ahead there by Toth. Toth loses his stick. Poked ahead again. Colin gets into the zone, but is knocked off the puck. And Hilliard has it. And here they come, 2-on-1. Schroeder fighting to get back. And that pass is deflected back into the neutral zone. Here comes Colin Steiger. He's got Brett Toth with him. Sends it across, and Toth, does not finish on the rebound goal. To the point, Spang off the pads, shot by Coates. Loose in front of the net, and cleared. Can't say enough about this Hilliard goalkeeper. He has done a fantastic job this entire game. 5:50 to go in the second period. Coates carries it in alone. Pulls up, throws it out front, but off the goalie. And back to the corner. Schroeder sends it in. Nice pass out front there. Coates has it. Shot, Fox pokes at it. And it's frozen by the Hilliard keeper. 5:09 to go, second period. Politsky taking the face-off in the Hilliard end. Nice hit there by Luton. And that has been missing. That's been a missing part of the game for the Cyclones. Luton off the boards for Politsky. Politsky on a forecheck now. Takes him off the puck. Luton. Politsky with a man hanging on his back. McKinnish. Oh, tries to get out to Fox, can't get it to go. Fox drops the guy. Steiger sends it all the way down. That's going to be icing. 14:14 to go, second period. 3-1 Hilliard with the lead. That's in the Cyclones end, and Martin on the face-off. Gets it to the corner. A shot off the pads, rebound, sent to the corner. Sweeney sends it to the neutral zone. Shot. This is what they got to stop right here, this kind of stuff. That guy is skating cleanly all around the ice. No bodies on him. Martin finally hit somebody. That's really it's only twice I've seen a Hilliard player go to the ice in this game.
Nice.
Paddled away by Martin, playing too much time in the defensive zone for the Cyclones, and a whistle. 2:49 to go, second period. Tied up on the far boards. Another save for Martin. Buell picks it up, skates it out, sends it up to Crockett. They get it to the far corner, near corner. Darko gets stripped of the puck. Schroeder has it, the blue line. Sends it down for Buell. Buell shot, bouncing in front of the net. Picked up and sent back to the blue line. Or Schroeder taking another one. And another one in the glove of the Hilliard keeper. Steiger Coates and Brett Toth. Sent down the ice by Hilliard. That's probably going to be not icing. McKinnish goes D-to-D. Breakout pass to Colin Steiger. Coates into the zone. Pulls up, sends it behind him. No look pass to Hilliard. And McKinnish will take it from behind his own net. Strong forecheck by Hilliard. And the shot. Nice hit there by Reed Steiger to prevent a shot. 1:14 to go in the second period. 3-1 the score. Hilliard with the lead, facing off the Cyclones end. Fox trying to fish that out of there. huge collision, and that pass does not get through. And Hilliard brings it back in. 30 seconds on the clock in the second period. There's another good hit over there by Lou. Fox has got an opportunity here if he can get some help, and it's icing. 20 seconds left in the second period. 3-1 the score. Hilliard with the lead over the Cyclones. Martin to face off in his own end. They clear it. Toth back to the neutral zone. Hilliard dumps it in. That should end the period. We got a whistle though. Icing is the call with 1.5 seconds to go in the second period. Look for a shot off the face-off. That's the only way they're going to score here with a second and a half to go. And that'll end the period. 3-1 Hilliard. Steiger, Brett Toth, and Coates to start on offense. McKinnish and Reed Steiger on defense. Toth sends it into the zone. There's a hit by Toth. Dumped in by Hilliard.
Good job.
Out front, picked up by Lou. Luton sends it behind. Coates. Got to make better passes than that. Up to Luton again. Luton sends it to Colin. Colin takes a shot off the pads to the corner. Centering again. That shot off the side of the net. To the point. McKinnish's shot goes off a shin guard. Nice hit by McKinnish. That is how you stop an entry pass like that right there. Nice hit by McKinnish.
Whoa.
Nice pass there. Reed Steiger, but he loses it. Hilliard. Luton throws it back in. Actually, Brett Toth threw that back in. And the hitting has begun for the Cyclones. They've done more hitting in the last 20 seconds than they've done the previous two games.
Oh man, Will is tired.
Prosser throws it behind the net. He's got Fox. Fox tries to spring somebody in the middle. It doesn't, just trickles through to the neutral zone. Prosser, the boards. Luton has it. Luton tries to feed Fox, and it gets intercepted halfway through. Kick to the corner by Martin. Prosser has it. Prosser goes to the far boards for Luton. Thrown back in by Hilliard. Prosser will be back there again. Luton. Prosser getting his money's worth back there today. Out front, shot, nice save Martin. Fox picks it off the near boards and sends it across. It is gloved. I thought it was gloved. It might have went off the glove, but it gets to Luton anyway. But Luton is driven off the puck. I don't know why that's not interference. And then tied up on the near boards again. Fox with a huge hit and then got cross-checked from behind by number 2. No call on that. And there's the whistle. And what are they? Fox goes to the box. Scott Toth coming to the box to serve the 2 and 10. That is an unfortunate call there. That is a tough call for the Cyclones. They needed to play physical. Fox puts a pretty solid hit on a guy, and nothing on the retaliation. That's a tough call. That's going to make it tough for the Cyclones to play the physical game they need to play to stay with these guys and not get penalized. Cleared out by Coates. 1:30 on the power play for Hilliard. Save for Martin. Cleared down the ice. And here's a chance for Colin Steiger. Another save for the Hilliard keeper. That was a big one. Shot wide of the net by Hilliard. And the offsides is the call. 11:58 to go in the game. 3-1 to score Hilliard. Cyclones have never led in this game. They came out very flat in the first period. It looked like they were outmatched by Hilliard. This period, they came out playing a lot more physical. Looked like a lot more competitive game, and then they took a 2 and 10, and that is that kind of essentially ended the physical play, at least until this. Now they're back to even strength. It'd be interesting to see how they play now going forward. Do they keep up the physical play that helps them to be competitive in this game, or do they back off to avoid penalties and end up paying for that decision? Whistle there as the puck was not covered by Martin, but we'll take it with 10:32 to go in the third period. There's a shot into the glove of Martin. Martin has a quick glove. 10:30 to go in the third period. 2-goal lead for Hilliard, and Cyclones have just lost a little bit of energy after the penalty, and who can blame him? Another save for Martin. Sent around the boards. Galitsky, here's a chance. Feeds it across. Luton with a shot, doesn't go. Man, that has been a long time coming. That's more offense than they've generated in quite a while. If that would have gone, that would have been huge. Galitsky fires another one toward the net, awkwardly. Backhanded shot by Hilliard. Cross ice pass to Galitsky. Galitsky fires it in wide of the net for a line change. Martin comes on, along with Scott Toth and Sweeney. There's a hit from McKinnish. Shot and another save from Martin. 9:06 to go in the game. Shot blocked for Hilliard, and Sweeney comes away with it. It's got Scott Toth coming down there with him. Puts it into the glove of the Hilliard keeper. After a quick battery change, we're back into the action. 8:47 to go in the game. 3-1 Hilliard is the score. Sent deep by Sweeney. Off the skate of a Hilliard player into the neutral zone, and Prosser picks it up and drops it back to Lang, who drops it back to Sweeney. Lang loses it. Shot wide of the net for Hilliard. So that's normally a play where I would have seen a huge hit from Prosser. That didn't happen. They have not played physical for the most part in this showcase this weekend. There's a hit by Martin. And a couple of nice saves by his brother. .7:49 to go in the game. Spang off the boards to Yarko, who sends it in. He's got Cooper Buell down there on the forecheck. From the blue line, shot is partially blocked for Schroeder. Schroeder sends it back in deep again. Cross-ice pass goes to Colin Steiger. He takes it in, puts it on net. Deflected behind the net. Yarko down there doing battle. Colin picks it up again, tries to make a move, gets knocked to the ground. Colin is taking it out from behind there by a falling Hilliard player. 6:48 to go, third period. From the blue line, shot and another save for Martin. Put it out by Brett Toth. Steiger, the Goats on the far boards. Picked away by Coates. Can he get a shot off? No, he cannot get there in time. He gets it back though to Galitsky. Galitsky sends it back across. Too many no-look passes for the Cyclones today. Nice hit down there by McKinnish. Touched away forward by Galitsky. He's got Brett Toth with him. Sends it across behind Toth. Sent back in by McKinnish. And Toth is down there in a scuffle on near boards. And it's sent down by Hilliard. Galitsky down there using the body. Galitsky is the one exception today who is not a physical player and has played more physical than average for him in this game. Most of the Cyclones are not playing physical as much as they usually do.
There we go.
The shot is partially blocked by Luton. Goes off the far boards and into the zone. Luton on a forecheck. Rocket drops it back to the D for Prosser. Prosser forward to Martin. Martin tries to feed him in the middle. Rocket goes in to get it. And it's covered by the Hilliard keeper. And now we have a scuffle going on behind the net down there. Luton skates away. Some talk back and forth between Luton and this player right here. Neither one of them's going to the box. Looks like both teams are going to change the lines up and we'll start it over. And timeout is called by the Cyclones. 4:10 to go. 3-1 the score. Dumped in by Reed Steiger and Martin on the forecheck. Sweeney to the middle. There's a chance. Martin can't get it to go. Back on the backhand. Nice effort by Martin, but couldn't get it to go. And that should be icing. Yes, it is. 3:47 on the clock. 2-goal lead for Hilliard. Sweeney gets it back behind the net for Martin and Toth. Toth trying to get it back to Martin and it turns it over. Lang sends it up the near boards. Chopped ahead by Toth and then sent in on the backhand by Sweeney. There's a nice hit by Sweeney. And there's another penalty. That one was probably in that 3-foot zone that you shouldn't hit. That's probably what they called on Dane too now in retrospect. They're hitting in that 3-foot zone where the skater is 3 feet from the boards, and it's considered a dangerous hit. .310 on the clock. Bad face-off, and I'll redo it. 3:10 to go, and Hilliard on the power play again. Another save for Martin. Toth sends it back to the neutral zone. 121 on the penalty kill for the Cyclones. save for Martin. 1:58 to go, third period. 48 seconds to go on the Hilliard power play. Cyclones really cannot afford to play this like a penalty kill. They really just have to play all out, try to score goals. And there's another goal for Hilliard. Power play goal at 1:50 in the third to make the score 4-1 and effectively put this one out of reach. Buell comes away with it.
Interference! Holy crap!
Yarko brings it in. And there's another penalty. That's going to be on McKinnish. And he has just been thrown out of the game. Something he said after the call is going to get him an unsportsmanlike, and he is gone. 1:19 to go. And Hilliard back on the power play.
Don't hit each other, jeez.
Lang skates it up the boards. Hands off to Colin Steiger. Colin Steiger gets into the zone, but then goes down, and Lang on that forecheck. Steiger. 45 seconds on the clock. Steiger trying to put together a little rush here. Skates into the neutral zone, across the center line, comes into the neutral offensive zone. Makes the move behind the net, he gets hung up. Coates picks it up. Kept in by Steiger at the blue line. 15 seconds to go. Can they get something done here? Coates' shot doesn't go. Lang curling deep, throws it, tries to force it. Doesn't go. Thought he was going to throw that out front. And that's the end of the game. Final score 4-1, Hilliard. So the Cyclones 0-2 on the weekend, doubling their loss total from the entire season in this weekend, and now have the two toughest games of the weekend tomorrow, numbers 1 and 2 in the state.